Hey girl, hey, it's Aliesha, or you can call me Eli, and we're back for another video. I'm so excited for this one. I thought of this like last night on a whim, and I was like, ooh, let's talk about having a self-care day. Oh my gosh, my favorite thing to talk about on this channel is anything self-love, anything self-care. This is a self-love channel. I mean, hey, why not? But what better than to just talk about the ways that you can actually love on yourself, pour into yourself, provide for yourself, care for yourself. It is so important to know how you like to be loved and how to love on yourself. Treat you how you treat yourself is so true. And these are the reasons why you need to have a dedicated self-care day. Because when somebody comes into your life and they aren't loving you or caring for you in the way that you need, they could go. Okay, you know how to identify that, but then you also know that when somebody is actually pouring into you, loving you the way that you should be loved, you can identify that because you already give that to yourself. And there is a level of like confidence you have when you are a woman that pours into herself, caters to herself, love on herself. We're not accepting mediocre treatment from other people, and we're also not accepting mediocre treatment from ourselves, period. Okay, so let's get into how to have an actual self-care day. Before we talk about the actual self-care days that you need to have in place, we cannot talk about having a self-care day without talking about the way you actually want and need to receive love. Okay, and that starts with knowing yourself and knowing your love language. Yes, I absolutely love talking about knowing your love language, because if this was a thing that was such a game changer for me, because this is something I did not know until I embarked on my self-love journey. I didn't know the way I liked to be loved, and everybody likes to be loved differently. Okay, so there are 5 love languages, and the way you can learn your love language is by taking a love language quiz. I would actually link it down below so you guys can take one, just so that you can know how you like to receive love. Now there are 5 different love languages. Okay, let's go through all 5. So we have words of affirmation, we have physical touch, we have gift, I think it's like receiving gifts, and then we have quality time and acts of service. Okay, my love languages, my top 2 love languages are words of affirmations and acts of services. Okay, your love language might be different than mine, your love language might be the same, but this is basically the way you like to receive love. What you're gonna do on your self-care day, I want you to wake up and immediately give yourself your love language. Okay, and let's talk about what this could look like, because there's different ways you can love on yourself with each love language. Let's start with my favorite one, which is mine, and that's words of affirmations. Okay, I give myself words of affirmations every day in my morning routine, but for my self-care days I do like to amp it up a little bit. So this may look like me writing a love letter to myself, or writing words on my mirror, or maybe writing out a list of all the things that I love about myself, all the things that, like, all my strengths, pouring into myself. Let's talk about quality time. Okay, this one's gonna be easy for that self-care day, because really it's just about spending time with yourself. Gifts. Okay, if you receive love by wanting gifts, you need to wake up and maybe take yourself to your favorite breakfast spot, or give yourself flowers in the morning, or go to your favorite, go to Sephora and buy some makeup. Do something that's going to like help, like get you started in your self-care day. If your love language is act of service, you love things to be easy for you. You love when people do things for you without you having to tell them to do them for you. So this could look like when somebody like cleans your car for you, or like takes it to the car wash for you, or maybe cooks for you, or washes your clothes, or folds your clothes, or cleans your space. And you can definitely do these things for yourself. Okay, so how this would look like that day, maybe you always go to the car wash, but maybe you actually want to get your car detailed or something. Go get your car detailed. Maybe you need to cook yourself a nice dinner, or take yourself out to a nice dinner. Okay, maybe you need to just clean your room, your space, all of those things. And the last one is physical touch. Think about your self-care. Okay, so this could include using exfoliators, body scrubs, or just some body butter. Now that we know our love language, I have 3 self-care day options that you need to try, that you need to start implementing. I usually do my self-care days on Sundays or Saturdays, depending on how I feel. But yeah, there are going to be 3 options for you to actually have a self-care day. So the first one is a stay in self-care day. The second one is a self-care day where you're going out, where you're actually like taking yourself out on a date. And the third one is either a staycation. So let's talk about the first one. Let's talk about what you are going to do on your stay in self-care day. So this is pretty much what I like to do on my self-care days when I like to stay in. And the stay in self-care days is definitely for my girlies that are definitely like homebodies. This also is a good like the everyday self-care, the every week self-care. So every Sunday you can do this specific self-care day. It's really good for that. So since we are having a stay in self-care day, I want you, after giving yourself your love language, get into a nice loungewear set. Okay, you are staying indoors, but you want to look so good when you're staying indoors. Okay, you want to have your makeup on, you want to look your best, and you want to have a nice loungewear set on. Okay, it's gonna be a game changer. It's actually gonna make you feel so good, so excited, so happy. The next thing you want to do on the stay in self-care day is make sure that you are either cooking for yourself or buy your favorite meal, get it DoorDashed, get it delivered. Just a game changer. Okay, so if you opt to cook your favorite meal, you definitely want to romanticize cooking by playing some music, maybe play some jazz music or some lo-fi music, or just music that just kind of calms you and makes you excited, or maybe just your favorite music, whether that be R&B, rap, pop, whatever you like, play it. Game changer. You're going to enjoy it. Okay, the next thing that you want to do on this self-care day when you get your food and you have played your music is to put on a nice good movie. Okay, when you are putting on this movie, you can also pair it with your favorite dish that you bought, or maybe you delivered your food. You pair it with the food that you bought, and then you can also get like some nice wine, or maybe you can make a nice little mocktail. There's so many different things you can do, but you gotta get creative. You gotta have fun, like just fun with yourself when you're staying in, right? And then another thing that I recommend that I absolutely love doing is, like, if you're not into like the favorite movie or your favorite show, you can also play along with your favorite music. You can dance around in your apartment and just like I don't know, it's something about dancing around that makes you feel so feminine, so good. Dancing around with a wine glass, and just like, you know, you could even call your friend after you enjoy your little cooking and your self-care night in. You want to end the night with some valued self-care, like some actual self-care. So what this is gonna look like is your hygiene, your everything shower routine, your hygiene routine, everything, right? So my favorite thing to do when I'm doing my everything shower routine is putting water in a wine glass. I love doing this. This makes me feel luxurious. This makes me feel good. I like to put a little lemon on the side because it makes me feel like a luxury girly, and it kind of gets me ready to like be in the space of like self-care. It kind of gets a little steamy in the bathroom, so you kind of want to have like water next to you when you're doing your self-care. Another thing that I do while I'm doing my self-care, my skincare, I love to play some calming affirmations. I like to play skincare affirmations. There's this podcast I recently started listening to, and I got this from Jaz on YouTube, and she talks about the glow up. I think it's the glow up. Wait, what is this? It's like the goddess. I will just link it down below. But it's a podcast, and they have like a bunch of different like podcasts, and I love listening to the skincare affirmations the skincare affirmation podcast episode while I'm doing my skincare, because it makes you feel so good. It also gets you in this mood of like, I have beautiful skin, I love my skin type of thing. Especially like if you are trying to learn how to love your skin, love yourself, those are really good. YouTube is also a really good place to find some self affirmations. That's what I used to do before I learned about that podcast from Jaz on YouTube. And pretty much when you are doing your self-care, you want to use your favorite products, of course. Don't be shy, use your favorite products. So this is going to include like getting in the shower and washing your hair and using a nice deep treatment mask and a nice I love to deep condition my hair, so just using a deep conditioning mat. Another thing is exfoliating your skin, maybe using a pre-cleanser. I like this one from Dove. I don't think it's called a pre-cleanser. It's like a pre-moisture balm thing, but I like using that before I go in with any products. I also love to double cleanse. That's really nice. Exfoliating, of course, I think I talked about that. I also like, they also have a thing that I used to use from Olay. It's called a body conditioner. That's really nice in the shower. And then also like a face mask for your face. Don't forget your face. That's like the best calming part. And then some like eye patch. What are y'all called? What are those called? Eye patches? I don't know. But those are really nice too, and they definitely look really nice and aesthetic. Love it. Okay. And also like a nice addition would be like taking those selfies with your self-care. I definitely love those self-care pictures where you like take a selfie, you got the little eye patches on, or your hair is like in a turban. I don't know, you want to romanticize it. You just want to feel like, girl, I'm doing my self-care. Like, I'm that girl, okay? One of my favorite things to do also is to romanticize my bubble baths. I actually take the bubble baths after I take the nice little shower. So what I will do, I have a bath tray that I got from Amazon. I think this was about like $30–40. I have a bath tray where I put my candle on there, I put my favorite book on there, or I put my iPad on the tray, and I put my water with the wine glass with the lemon, and then you can also put some other stuff on there. You can put your phone on there, different things like that. Definitely put that on the tray. I get me a nice melatonin bubble bath from Dr. Teal's. Game changer. It knocks you right out, okay? It's so good. I feel like this video is so long, but I'm just going into detail about all my favorite products, and I'm just gonna link it down below because I love them. And then I recently, actually, if you've seen my Valentine's video, I bought these candles, these like fake candles. I bought these like candles, these like fake candles, where they kind of like, you put them in the water and they light up. I'll insert a picture if I can find it, but it's so nice and it looks so good in the bathtub. I also romanticize my bath by adding bath petals. Another thing that I'm going to do, is I'm going to get a projector and I'm gonna put it in my bathroom so that I can watch movies while I take a bath, okay? That's next level self-care, pouring into myself, okay? And then after you get out the shower, after you do your skincare, your body care, you wanna get into a nice silky pajama set, something silk. Silk is like the one thing that's gonna make you feel luxurious. I recently changed my bed sheets to silk, love them. Oh my God, game changer. Feel like a luxury girly, okay? But also getting into something with silk on, like, you're gonna feel so good, okay? That is how you do your self-care day for a self-care night in. Now let's talk about a self-care day when you are intentionally taking yourself out on a solo date. So I believe you should actually be taking yourself on solo dates at least once a month, okay? And I need to actually get better with this, consistent with this. I take myself on solo dates, but it has, like, I want to start like actually being consistent with it, like actually having a day where that's just what I do. So I'm going to make that a habit this year, is like taking myself on consistent self-care dates, okay? So this could be on a nice little Friday or Saturday. I say Friday or Saturdays. I don't know why this feels like a Friday Saturday thing, self-care night, okay? So on your going on a date self-care night, you want to get ready like you're actually going on a date. So kind of like the stay in self-care day, you want to pamper yourself, okay? You can skip the bath, okay? But do your hygiene, do your everything shower routine, exfoliate, do all your favorite products, put on your face mask, shave, like do all this stuff, like actually get ready to go on the date, okay? Look good, beat your face with your best makeup look. Stop saving your best makeup looks for other people, okay? Save it for yourself, okay? Like, do it for yourself too, okay? Wear your best makeup look. Do your hair your favorite way to do your hair, or maybe like get a nice little wig or sew-in, like whatever like you want to do. Get into your favorite dress, okay? It is okay to go out and look good, okay? I don't know why we feel weird when we go out and look good, but go out and look good by yourself. It's okay. They're gonna be like, why is she out here by herself? She looks that good. Like, she don't got a man. She looks so good. Even if you do have a man, you should still be doing these solo dates, okay? get dressed, go out, put on your heels, and look pretty. Also wear your nicest perfume, smells so good. They're gonna be like, who is that? Okay, you want them to turn around and be like, girl, you smell so good. Another thing that I want you to, before you go on that date, also buy the things that you would love on that date. So maybe before you go on the date, you buy yourself some nice flowers. You know how you like want to go on a date and somebody meet you with some flowers or some chocolate, like, do that. Also, when you get to your destination, your date night place, you want to actually pick somewhere where it's like you can do valet. That is also another thing that's like a nice luxurious experience on your date night. Like, I love doing valet, especially when I'm by myself, so that I don't have to go get my car myself. Like, but it's such a nice luxury experience, and it definitely makes you feel like you're taking yourself on a date. You can even like not drive yourself. You can also get a Lyft or an Uber and let them drive you to the destination. Like, make this a whole thing, okay? For the actual solo date, I actually would recommend something either where you're doing a nice little solo activity, like a fun activity, or you're going out on a luxury nice like date night where it's like you're going to a luxury restaurant, or maybe you're going to a really nice upscale bar. Something where you could look good, one thing I recommend for the activity is do something your inner child would absolutely love. Go out and do something that your inner child would love. Like, the other day I went rock climbing with a friend, and I just feel like my inner child would have loved that. I don't know why. She used to be so adventurous, so just do something that you would love. Do something fun, okay? And then for the restaurant, definitely go to a nice luxurious restaurant, something that's gonna make you feel like that girl, something where you can actually like be in a space where you feel like you would want somebody to actually take you. And then I would say also, you can also end the day with some needed self-care. So maybe you can end this day with a bubble bath and get into your silk pajamas, like the same thing with the stay-in self-care night, and just end it right with yourself, okay? The last self-care day we're going to talk about is your staycation self-care day. I absolutely love taking staycations, especially on my birthday. I love doing staycations. I did one last year and I absolutely loved it. I definitely immersed myself into myself and I absolutely loved it. But this isn't only reserved for your birthdays. Like, you can do these on days where you just need a change of scenery. Maybe you're burnt out and you just need to get away for the weekend, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a solo trip, okay? It could be a nice little staycation. They have really nice hotels for affordable hotels that you could stay at in your area. This is going to be such a game changer for girlies who get really burnt out pretty easily. I think this would be nice to do a nice staycation, and this is why it's so important to know what you need, because maybe you need a stay-in self-care day, maybe you need a self-care day when you're going out on a date, but maybe you need a staycation self-care day where you're changing up your scenery, where you're going out and doing something different, where you're just like at a hotel being pampered, So what I would recommend for your staycation first is to put your phone on do not disturb. If you've been on my channel before, you know my phone goes on do not disturb at around 8 o'clock, okay? I love putting my phone on do not disturb at like 8 p.m. Because that's my unwinding time, okay? That's the time I spend with myself, and I can either choose to respond to people or not. And my phone does not get off do not disturb until about 6:30 a.m. But on this staycation day, definitely don't be afraid to put your phone on do not disturb. If you need to, just communicate with people like, hey, my phone's gonna be on do not disturb, whatever, okay? Put your phone on do not disturb and actually immerse yourself in yourself. On these staycation days, I love to definitely go to a spa. I recently went, this was like, I said recently, like this was 2 years ago. I went to this place that had like different rooms, and it had really nice rooms where it was like different spa rooms, where it was like a hot room, a sauna room, a cold room, where you just like pretty much immerse yourself in yourself. It was definitely like a self-care facility. You also was able to get like lunch and like order from the bar, and it was just really nice. It was so nice. So you could do that, or if your area doesn't have that, you could also go get a massage. Those are really nice too. You can get a nice little massage that day. You can get a nice little massage that day before you check into your hotel, or maybe you're in your hotel already, you get a massage. Like, do something like that. I would recommend that for like your staycation day. I would recommend bringing your own skincare and not using the hotels. I feel like they're not that good. But yeah, definitely bring your own skincare stuff, your hygiene products, and do the same thing that you would do on your stay in self-care nights, or you're going on your date self-care nights. Like, exfoliate, do the whole 9, everything, shower, everything. I also recommend bringing a journal, because I think this could be a nice like moment where you're just like pouring out, you're asking yourself how you feel today, and you're just checking in on yourself, and you're just by yourself, and you're just journaling out certain things. I think this is actually a nice space to do that. And then obviously stay at a nice hotel, something that you really would love to stay at. Obviously don't break the bank if you can't break the bank, okay? Like, you know, stay at something that you can afford, but stay at a nice place that you really love, or somewhere where you've always wanted to stay. It's only for one night, you know. And this is definitely not like an every week thing, or maybe you can do it every week, I don't know, but you know, this isn't an every week thing. But this is really good if you're burnt out and you just need a really good change of scenery. I would definitely go with the staycation self-care night. The last thing that I have for this video is to always pay attention to what you need. Yes, you need to do self-care nights and self-care days, but you also need to pay attention to your needs every single day, okay? How are you feeling that day? Are you checking in with yourself? Are you making sure that you're okay, you know? And then once you check in with yourself every day, make sure you pour into yourself and just give yourself what you need. It is so important to do that, and so important to just maintain a relationship with yourself and love on yourself, because you deserve it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you liked this video just as much as I did, and let me know what else you would like to see down below. And yeah, bye.